How does a crew member having a tattoo ruin your cruise? How does other passengers having tattoos ruin your cruise? Why is that even affecting your life? Why is that even your business? Somebody help me make it make sense because I don't get it. Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Chris here with High Seas Cruising. Welcome to today's video, and we are here to talk about tattoos because for some cruisers out there, this just really seems to bother them. Another example of what somebody else is doing, what somebody else is wearing, how somebody else is living their life is just messing with them so much that it affects their cruise. And honestly, I don't get it. Here in today's modern world, tattoos are more and more common. Now, me personally, I don't have any, not my thing. But that doesn't affect how I look at other people that have them. My God, my children, adult children, have tattoos. Makes me not, and that does not make me love them any less or respect them any less or look at them any differently. So I'm definitely not looking at another person going, my God, you, ma'am, have a tattoo. You are obviously lower class than me. You are messing with my cruise by simply existing. Yet there are people out there that think that exact way. That if, well, crew members have tattoos and the passengers have tattoos, obviously this cruise line is low class. We'll say things like, well, obviously only people with tattoos would cruise on this cruise line. How ignorant is that? But this all started off with a comment that was sent to survey. And I'm going to show you guys the survey, but the survey got messed up because the question asked in the survey, well, you could have answered either way and it wouldn't have affected the results, to be honest with you, in my opinion. But I'm still going to show it to you to at least see the comment. So the comment was made, take a look at what Royal Caribbean and Celebrity have done, John Heald. You won't see their passengers covered in tattoos, and they do not allow their crew to have tattoos either. And 7,028 people voted and said, I have a tattoo, and I enjoy cruising with Carnival Cruise Line. While 12,937 said, I do not have a tattoo, but I enjoy cruising with Carnival Cruise Line. And see, that's where I think the survey question is messed up, because really you're voting for I have a tattoo and cruise with Carnival, or I don't have a tattoo and cruise with Carnival. So both answers are I love to cruise with Carnival. Because if you ask me, the tattoo portion of it, whether you have one or not, well, that's really irrelevant, because who cares? It's a personal choice. You have a tattoo, you have a tattoo. Doesn't affect my day. That's why I don't think the survey is really accurate. The numbers really don't mean a lot. It's really about the comment that says, well, look at what Royal Caribbean does. Look what Celebrities does. They would not have all these tattoos on their ship. Their passengers don't have tattoos. Their crew members don't have tattoos. And right then and there, I'm going to have to call bullshit. Because I've been on Royal Caribbean, at least. I've seen people with tattoos on Royal Caribbean. And you know what? You ready for some shocking news? It didn't affect my cruise one way or the other because somebody had a tattoo. But it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there because there's another comment about tattoos. And I really wonder, is the person who writes in these types of comments, are they simply stuck up? Their nose is so high in the air that they can't see the diversity of people? Or are they just ignorant as hell and rude and living in their own little world that somehow the way another person looks affects their day? Well, according to this comment, apparently it does. People with tattoos equals Carnival cruisers, Walmart shoppers. Why anyone would want permanently ink on a body part is that there is no tattoo that anyone in their right mind would want to live with permanently. John, you showing this damages your cruise line and will send multitudes to other cruise lines. Get ready for new bookings are. So if you have a tattoo, you are obviously a Carnival cruiser. You can't be a Royal Caribbean, a celebrity, a Disney, a Norwegian. No, you have to be a Carnival cruiser and a Walmart shopper over a tattoo? What in the hell does a tattoo have to do with if you shop at Walmart? Somebody make it make sense. Why are people so damn ignorant? Why would somebody want to permanently ink their skin? I don't know. Here's a random thought. Why don't you get your head out of your butt, okay, person that wrote this comment, and go ask a person with tattoos why they get them? A lot of times they have personal meaning. They mean something to the individual who has them, whether it's to signify maybe another individual, a family member, an event in their life, something they simply like, love, whatever the case may be. I mean, it's their body. If they want a tattoo, leave them the hell alone. But I definitely don't think they're not in their right minds because they got a tattoo. And please, what kind of stuck-up jerk are you to think that if cruise line shows people with tattoos that the bookings are going to fall, people are going to stop cruising, they're going to run to Royal Caribbean because Royal Caribbean doesn't have people with tattoos, which we already established is bullshit. But what? I guess we'll never see this particular person on a Virgin Voyages cruise because they got a tattoo parlor on the ship. Wonder what they think of that particular cruise line. But I guess we're always going to be stuck cruising with all kinds of people like this. And in a world where entitlement and ignorance seems to scream the loudest these days, sometimes you just got to stop, look at a person and laugh at them and let them know, hey, you know what? The fact that your crew member has a tattoo on their arm or whatever the case may be, boy, that's not going to make your chocolate melting cake taste any damn different. And that is going to be our video for today. If you've enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.